Recording now. Recording now.
All right, Wendy, love starting with you.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, just had a group grad out last week. So, but we're sitting at 78.43% of all our graduates are placed. We're above 60% in every program, even MIBC, which is great because that's our biggest group. So they're usually the ones I have to concentrate on the most. So it's looking really good. Our numbers look good. And what do we have for PACs, Sarah, for CJ? Is it 6 confirmed?
Let me open it up real quick and double check.
Thank you.
Every call we've had a few no-shows.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. That's what
So we have
Sherry and I.
5
Sherry and I.
definite. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was buying you time. I said Sherry and I were texting last night. She knows the bar is high because we had some great PAC meetings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have. We've got 5 that should be definite, and then 1 that was a strong maybe. One of the definites is a distance ed. The maybe is distance ed. But again, given the no-shows we've had so far on the first 3 calls, I'd like to see if we could add to that a little bit.
Yeah, me too. I'll work on that this week or today and
Okay.
before the meeting to see if I can get a couple more. Because I'd hate to not have enough. So.
And today I'll send out the email with all the documents for the call, reminder to send me their bio, and so we'll see what kind of response we get from that too, because a few of them are new, so I don't have bio forms from them yet.
Okay.
That's always a good indicator if they're committed to coming.
Sure. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, Wendy, the rest of my agenda, again, you are excused unless you just want to be entertained, but I'd much rather you get more PAC members.
Yeah, me too. Okay,
Thanks for
thank you.
joining.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Wendy.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, next thing I want to go over is 444 topics. So we are working ahead on what we're covering. Wendy confirmed while we were waiting on all of you to join, we joined early. She will be my guest speaker on the next 444, which I think is great. And we are ahead on presenting. Sarah and I got together, and I want to set up the schedule so we keep track of who's doing what and when. So I'm losing track because the last I heard on Susan's call, I'm up to June already booking faculty to present things. So I'm going to forget or lose track, and we want to make sure they're prepared and still committed. So I believe the next one is Dan Ferentz for this 444. Am I mistaken?
He's not going until like May, I believe.
Okay, and where does Max Knowledge fit in? Because I know that's why we're pushing it back, and that's why I need to get ahead on this. Sarah?
We once per quarter or per quarter, right? So we could do it this one, or we could do it for March.
Okay, let's go around the horn because I know we lined up 3 or 4 people already, and that's why I need a schedule and ask Sarah to help me get something put together. So Sharon, who do you got?
The only person I have is Dan, and he said he wanted it for May. He doesn't feel comfortable doing it that quickly, and I think Rick had someone before me.
Okay, well, Rick's not here. Susan, I know Kara, and Ann just did hers. Is Kara your only one? And I think I said June for her.
Yes, she's my only one, although I forgot what she was going to do it on, quite frankly. But now, when you say June, do you mean that the start that starts May 28th?
Well, that's what we need to pin down. Is it the June term or is it the May term? That's where I need the schedule and make sure. no one backs out at the last minute. They actually know when they're presenting. And Sherry, I believe James Fountain or one of yours wanted to discuss how to transfer that POFT success course into other courses as a presentation.
Yes, we didn't have a date for that yet, but yes, James Fountain did want to discuss that.
Well, let's get him on the schedule and get a commitment so he
Why
can
don't we
start preparing.
Why don't we set which ones are going to be max knowledge, and then we know what's available. So on the, I don't know if we have to follow the format, but on the DOE workbook, there's one per quarter for the first 3 quarters, and then it doesn't have one listed for the last quarter. I mean, obviously it's 3 per year, so it doesn't have to totally fit that format. But if we want to have one for the first quarter, then we need to either pick February, which we're 2 weeks into, or March.
Let's do
Is
March.
Wendy doing the
and
444 for February?
that would be March 2nd, because we're in the February term, and March 2nd is the 4th week, 4th day at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, and I'm talking terms when I say the month. I'm talking that term, not the actual date of the
Yeah,
meeting.
yeah. Let's
for the
do
February-
the March term.
March term max knowledge?
Yes, because I want to give them notice if they want to work ahead.
Right. So who's doing the 444 for the February term?
And that
That's
is
Wendy?
the magical. No, she's
What?
just going to be a guest speaker.
Oh, okay.
I could have swore Dan Ferentz was going to be ready for.
No,
This
the
one.
emails all say he needed excessive time.
I remember the last time we talked about this too, you said that. I thought it was like April or May.
Yeah, he wants it way out there.
Okay.
Do we need to wait and ask Rick? Because he did have somebody, but I don't remember who it was either.
Yeah, I don't either, unfortunately, and that's why I wanted the schedule, because I know he had somebody. And I don't know
Okay.
how long he's going to be. So that is
So
still
then
up
if
in
we
the
want
air.
to do a max knowledge for the second quarter, if Dan's in May, that leaves us April, which would be back-to-back max knowledge, or June terms.
Yeah, let's move max knowledge to June.
The June term, okay?
And I like a max knowledge at the end of the year when all the holidays hit, and then
Okay, so
it's a shorter
the
call.
November term.
Yeah,
All right.
so they can knock it out ahead of time if they want to, because seems to be working. And I just
Good.
saw Denise walk by behind Tanya. She's in the office.
Yeah.
She looks good.
Just for a little bit.
Okay. All right, so we need to follow up with Rick on who he had lined up, because that sounds like the person doing it. All right. Schedules.
Wait. I still need to figure
Yes.
out when you want Kara to do hers, because you just said June for that, so now I need to give her a time. And actually, we don't have a June start, so I think she's talking the May start, which
No,
will
we
fall
do
in
have
June.
We do have a June,
Start.
we do have a June start, June 26th. Do you want her to, can she do April? Is that too soon? The meeting would be
You
May
know what?
11th.
I was looking at the wrong year. I have this great thing that Dirk sent, and I'm looking at it, but I was in 2018, so yeah, that would explain why I don't see a June start. Now I'm not as confused as I was before. Thank you.
Would she be ready to do the April term? That would be the May 11th meeting.
I don't even remember what I'm going to do. May. I would think
Okay.
she probably. I can ask her.
Look,
All
Rick's
right,
here
I see
now.
Rick. Yeah, I was gonna say, Rick just joined. Rick, we're talking 444 presenters for the in-service, and I
Yeah.
believe you had somebody.
Richard McCoy. Michael Wright. Sorry.
Okay, so McElroy is doing the one for this term.
Correct.
Okay, let's confirm that he is ready to go.
I'll talk to him as
Is
soon as
that-
I leave. As soon as I leave where I'm at, I'll call and confirm that.
All right, perfect. So, Sarah, that takes care of this one. The next one's a max knowledge.
Yes, if Kara can do April term, Dan Ferentz is May term, and Max Knowledge is June term, then we're set for a while.
Perfect. Can you let us know where you're saving the schedule on the share drive so we can look at it and
Yep, I'll send it out.
awesome, thank you.
So just to make sure I'm right, since I seem to be having some challenges, the April term 444 would be May 11th, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to give her the right information. Since I was already messed up, I thought I better check.
Okay, so I'm on until my doctor calls me back. As soon as my doctor calls me back, I'm gonna be back off. But I wanted to be on for as long as I could till I get into him.
Thanks, Rick, I appreciate that. Okay, next item, going over schedules. Are the schedules done? Sarah, did you figure out, can you see the schedule? Because when this call ends, I'm verifying faculty.
Yes, I can now see the current and updated schedule, and we still need, I believe, Rick and Jared to assign their folks.
Yes, you still need mine. I could not get internet on the airplane last night, which made it for a very long ride. So mine is not in. As soon as I get to my office, I will put in my faculty.
I'll have it
All
in.
right, Rick,
Y'all know we have a pushed up deadline now because of this, at least for a few terms until we get everybody associated in Campus View with compliance. So I appreciate
Yes.
your attention on that.
I understand that. Mine will be in this
Yeah.
morning as soon as I can get to my office.
all right, Rick, if you want to give me a phone call, I will go through with you
That'd be
to
great.
save us both time.
That'd be great. I
And
will do
we
that.
knocked it out very well last time.
Yes, we did. So yes,
Okay,
as soon as I
so
get to my
I'll
office, I
verify.
will call you.
Okay, I will verify Susan, Jared, and Sherry's. You guys, I'll call you if I have any questions, which I always do, if necessary, and I'll wait on Rick, and that'll take care of that. That will be done today, Sarah.
Awesome.
Okay, next item is Canvas and Kimberly and what she's working on. This is exciting stuff. Kimberly, I'm going to let you go next. You're going to share your screen because this is cool stuff.
Okay. Yeah, give me just a minute here. Okay, so we've started working with Articulate Storyline, which is a authoring tool that kind of creates engaging tools for students to use. And Sherry is now using what is called knowledge checks, which is like a quick quiz, just checking what the student is retaining from the discussions, the readings, or lecture material. And so I took those quizzes, which were like 2-question quizzes, and created a storyline activity in a course. And I wanted to give you guys a preview of what it looks like for the student. Sherry, I hadn't made the updates that you suggested last Friday. So it's still just what you saw the last time. She did make some, oh, did somebody draw on there? Someone's playing. Okay, so this is the knowledge check 1 for the evidence course. Could someone please stop drawing and erase that? Thanks. Appreciate you. So here's the quiz question, and the student will read the question and then answer the question and push submit, and it'll tell if it's correct or incorrect. I forgot the answer. Could you like not write on the board right now? Really?
Sorry, it's me. I didn't realize I was actually writing on it. I was trying to get it larger.
I love, and you know I already said this, but I love this.
And it does record in the grade book. It's real short, real cute and engaging. You can make it as long or as short as you like. That's it.
I think they're awesome. I think that they are exactly where we need to go. And I think that these for the gen eds are going to be a great asset as well.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great.
I agree, Kimberly and Sherry. This is exactly what we need in.
It's pretty impressive.
I would argue we need them in all of our courses, but I really like what I see.
Thank you. Any questions?
Exactly. And that's why we're demonstrating it, so you guys can see, for those of you that are visual, how important this is. And we could implement it easily and make it more engaging.
This is so much more fun. Like, to me, I'd much rather take a quiz where there's actual pictures and you can see what you're doing. It's so much more fun to me.
I agree. Yeah. And you can make games, like there's a treasure hunt.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. I'm looking at an English class where Kimberly did a treasure hunt. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I want to see the treasure hunt.
I know, I'm excited.
I can show you a little bit of it. Hold on. It's in Storyline, so it's not going to, this package isn't going to look like the package that you just saw. Veronica, do we have time for that?
Absolutely.
Well, you can cover another topic until it comes up, because Storyline kind of takes a little while to open, if you want.
The only other thing I want to discuss is developments, making sure we're on track, and get my typical update.
I'm on track.
I sent out an update
chat.
yesterday. So March is done. We have 2 courses we still need for April. 10 courses we still need for May, which that's, needs to be working on it, but books should be finalized. June, there's 4 courses that we need to make sure the books are finalized and SMEs are assigned and working on it. And then after that, there's 25 courses left.
Okay.
This is Storyline, guys. It's an awesome tool.
I personally am like a total freak for, like, it has to be visually interesting to me. So I love this stuff.
This is a grammar kind of knowledge check, but it's a game. They have to find the treasure. It's a lot of graphics in this, so it's taking a minute to come up.
How long is the game on average?
This one is 20 questions, and it's really click, click, click. I haven't timed it yet because I'm still working on it.
Hey, Kimberly, maybe you should mention the proposed enhancements that Sherry brought up, just to let them know what you're working on, enhancement-wise.
Right. Some of the enhancements that Sherry suggested was audio, actually reading the question to the student. I forgot what else. Hold on, let me get it. Giving feedback when they get it wrong, which is really easy. Allowing them to continue to do the quiz until they get it right, since it's a knowledge check and it helps them to learn it and retain it.
Yeah, I personally felt should be less punitive and more, hey, if you're willing to try it again and you're willing to get the right answer.
Which is a typical game thing. And then a sound buzzer. I did add the applaud when they get it right on this particular,
I like that.
And that's it. That was it. Yeah. Oh, and I need to work on the timing of how long it takes to load, but that will also depend on their internet connection as well. So, but this is it. Explore, scavenger hunt.
That's cute.
And then they have to answer the question, the question, and they go through this until they complete the level.
So is the download time going to vary by computer? Is it just because it's not integrated yet?
You can adjust the download time in the player. However, some students may have, like we had a student that had to go outside to get the internet connection, you know, things like that. It may take a while for this to download.
Yeah, and that's just my concern. How long is it? And if we're varying download times, I don't want them frustrated.
Well, I mentioned that we should maybe put like a message or something that says it may take a second, but I have to tell you that, I mean.
Can you hear that?
Yes. I think that even if it takes a minute to download, I think it's completely worth it.
Well, we'll work on it. There is a setting in the player that you can play with that a little bit, but on the student side, it's not much that I can do.
No, we had a student the other day who had a computer that was, I think Carson said it was incredibly old and she couldn't like even download a book very quickly. We're going to have students like that, but I think the ones who have the Vista computer should be fine as long as they have a decent internet connection.
Right.
So
are we?
Is this going to be only a small amount of points because we don't want to set up people who are having technology problems? If they have to skip this because they can't do it, is this not going to have a huge impact on their grade?
Right.
Yeah, Susan, you got ahead of me. Is this a gradable assignment? Is this falling under lecture? What is the idea behind it? Because I do love it. Do not misunderstand.
Mine are gradable, but they're not more than, I think, 5% of the class total.
Right. They were like 10 points.
Yeah. They're not worth very much, but they are, I have to say they're probably going to be their favorite assignment.
I mean, I think it's a great addition. I'm just wary of students because we already, as everybody's already mentioned, have students with challenges technology-wise. So we want to just be careful not to add frustration or inability to access and have that impact their grade. But I love it too. I think it's a great way to let them have some feedback and be interactive.
I think if you attach it, I'm sorry, go ahead, Sherry.
I'm so sorry. On some level though, I mean, we are an online school and I mean, at some point we're going to have to, I mean, we can't not do things because, you know, everybody's got a computer from the 80s.
But I was going to suggest that depending on the program, if you wanted to attach it to the lecture material, it doesn't have to be points attached. It could be some kind of comprehension thing. And it can just be an engagement part of that.
Yeah, I mean, everybody could decide what they wanted to do.
Right.
Would there be a way to have like screenshots that you turn into a document that they could download and sort of turn it in, like almost, kind of like a written test sort of format for those that don't have an internet connection that would support it?
Yes, they can be published as Word documents, but I would have to attach that document to the course.
I mean, it'd have to be like, one-off for the students who can't connect.
Right.
And they're kind of hard to
But then we're also
follow. I've seen them.
Well, I can adjust
Yeah.
that, Sherry, to just be the slides and not the instructions. What you see is the whole presentation.
Okay.
Great direction, Kimberly. I really like this stuff, and we'll work out all the kinks. I love the questions to make sure it is effective. Kimberly, anything else?
That's it.
Excellent. Carson or Art, you want to give an update on Canvas?
It's going to be very exciting.
Wow, that's an awesome update.
Okay, do you want to expand on that from all the meetings you've been in?
All the meetings. We're just getting our part done. The action items that were requested by us. I think we're doing pretty good. We've responded quickly to the requests of Instructure. I don't know. What else? We're just kind of pounding away at it as we get the stuff to complete, really.
Yeah, I would say we're in obviously the preliminary stages of implementation. We've talked about the SIS integration. We've talked about authentication and what that's going to be involved with that, branding, course migration. The next meeting is on February 28th. I think we have a Canvas person out on vacation next week. We've got training that we've discussed, support, some general tasks that need to be done. Most of those have been done by us on our side. Now we're waiting for a little bit more to be done with campus management so that we can get ourselves all trued up and be on the same page. But I like some of the early discussion items and where we're going. We've also put out there a date, April 17th, with the notion that more than likely it will not happen that quickly, but we don't want them dragging their butts. So the likelihood is will be, May 23rd as far as a start date. As far as, and I believe that both Kimberly and Veronica were a little concerned about the speed of April 17th, but just so we all know, just internally, the idea is to push and press campus and campus management and our own people upstairs to fully engage and try to get this activity done by April 17th.
Thank you. And
we recognize it'll be May 23rd.
Okay, now PDs, this is the key part of the migration over, is everything will not transfer cleanly. 90% most likely is my best guesstimate and experience. 90% will transfer clean, but that other 10% is going to need to be reviewed. And I believe Carson, Kimberly, and myself are going to have the techie call to deal with that. Deidre, you're on the phone. Lydia has experience with handling a migration on the student side, and I think it's going to be flawless to a student. Lydia will make sure of that. Been there, done that. So she will train you on that. Faculty, we already know they're excited about it. Been here, done that. I'm not scared. It's going to be the behind the scenes side. So that's your update. It's coming, and I'm excited. Any questions or comments? All right. My last but certainly not least topic is the response to ACCSC. Sherry, thanks for getting the ball rolling on your end. Did I lose Rick?
Appears to.
Yeah. Okay. Feedback from you guys and helping compile ideas. We had the meeting and that is hot on my radar. I am in Dallas next week. Monday, I fly in. There is no team talk next week. It should already be removed from your calendar because I'm on a plane. Unless you guys want to meet without me and have fun. That's my agenda. Art, anything you want to add or? Tanya, sorry.
Hello?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Hello. You're up.
Sarah and I were wanting to talk about changing the date that the observations were due back to us. The faculty observations.
Okay. What are you
We were wanting
proposing?
to change it to them being due to us on Wednesday versus Friday. That way that gives you a day to review and we could send them out on Fridays.
Good suggestion.
And this is
Any
the formal
objections?
observations, right?
Yes, just the formal.
Is that of week 5 or the week after?
Week 1.
So the
So the
following.
formal observations, yeah, from the PDs by Wednesday of week 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
Any objections?
Wait, can you just say that again? Because I don't know. I guess I need more coffee today.
So the formal observations are typically, I think we had asked for them back by the end of week 1. So after the term ends, you can do the observation. But we'd like to now have them back by Wednesday so that Veronica can review them and we can send them out to the faculty.
Oh, that's a piece of cake. No problem.
Yeah, if you want to know the truth, I thought they were due that Monday, so Wednesday's fine. So
there you go. So we're giving you an extension. That's really what.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel like I just got an
Wednesday.
extension.
No, they're still due Monday.
Yeah, Jared, they're due Monday. Just kidding.
Roger that.
Rick, they're
It's due on Monday and Wednesday is when you get harassed.
Yes, there we go. There's
And
the deadline
then
and
I
the
get
harassment
harassed
deadline.
Thursday morning to get my part done. Sounds like a plan. I don't see an issue unless somebody has a problem with it. Excellent. So it is written, so it shall be done. Name the movie. Okay.
10 Commandments. Charlton Heston.
No.
Oh.
Probably in there too, but
It is.
I believe it's on a
Not the one I
Metallica
was
song as
thinking.
well.
Who?
I believe it's on a Metallica song as well, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it is a play, The King and I, with Yul Brynner.
Oh, yes. You're right.
I missed something. We went from the 10 Commandments to Metallica to Yul Brenner.
That was quite a jump.
Okay.
that's how it went.
Wow, it's got to be Friday.
So I wasn't wrong, Veronica, just another movie.
Class.
I get points.
Everyone knows King and I.
Well,
All
I
right,
wasn't
I just
thinking
lost
that.
control of this call. Any other closing comments, complaints, concerns, or issues?
I've never seen The King and I.
Oh, don't say that.
Wow.
Me neither.
Oh,
Sorry. I haven't seen the 10 Commandments either. I've read them, but I haven't.
We want to know if you follow them, Sarah, not whether
The
you
movie's a
read them.
little longer than reading them. A little bit.
Oh.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I just lost control of this call.
Yeah,
Again,
you
any
did about 5
closing-
minutes ago. But the good news is
Oh,
you're very still and stoic in your picture, so it's good.
Not a good day for video art, sorry.
It's always a good day for video on Zoom.
All right, seriously, do you guys have anything else that is a concern, question while we're all on the phone?
There's nothing else to add to a very good meeting, so thank you all.
Don't forget your course updates. They're due today.
Thanks, everyone. I'll see you online.
Bye, guys.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.